Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, and also welcome back to day 10 of Merman. And also it is Friday, so happy Friday to you all. I am actually really looking forward to this weekend. The nice thing going forward with this weekend, if I want to repeat myself, is that my husband, for the first time in well over a month, probably close to the 2-month mark now, has a full weekend. So I'm looking forward to it because we're just gonna probably hang out and play video games because that's what we do. We're not really people to go out unless we're going to see like a movie or occasionally go bowling. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. We're just gonna hang out, have a chill time, and see where it goes. So you guys have any fun plans for this weekend? Let me know in the comments below. But anyways, jumping into this illustration, as you could see at the beginning, I did do something a little bit different. I actually had this piece inspired by a sketch, and that sketch was actually from last year's Merman. So it was a very cute concept that I had drawn out and really enjoyed the overall design of it. And so with that, I decided this year, because I was looking through the sketchbook for last year and looking through some of my mermaid designs to kind of help draw inspiration, and I saw this particular piece and realized that I really wanted to make it its own illustration, take the full concept and turn it into an illustration with watercolor and see what I could do with it and have fun with it. And I really did. I think it came out beautifully. And I did do a very simple inking with this one. I didn't really use any of the brush pen. I tried to just stick with the fine liners for this one because I really wanted simple line work and simple small details. And I went with the same kind of idea and concept that I had before, where I wouldn't actually do any line work on the end of the tail or the fins. And I think it came out way better than I expected, and I'm definitely going to continue with that moving forward in more mermaid illustrations. And even with that, I did change up the way that the tail looks. I flayed it at the end, or like spread it out at the end rather than coming to a fine point. And that even overall concept, I think I like a little bit more as well. So just little things that I tried to change up going into this illustration and kind of just have fun with and make a little bit different. And I did also kind of do the same thing with like the seahorses fins, or like their mane, I guess, in that kind of term. But yeah, I definitely love doing this one. I purposely did a more skin toned color for her actual body, and then I stuck with some really nice purple and blues that are a bit more grayish, and try to give that nice like cloudy look throughout her tail. And love the way that turned out. Those colors, man, I could paint my entire office in those colors, I'm not gonna lie. If it would look like that, I would do it. But I'd probably end up with some weird non-cloudy mess on my walls, to be honest. But yeah, the only thing that I wasn't necessarily thrilled with color-wise, and unfortunately I didn't get the fix on camera. I didn't realize it until I went to stop the video that I didn't even start the video. But you'll notice as I continue to paint that I painted one of the seahorses more of like a cobalt or very vibrant blue, and with her coloring and the coloring of the background and everything, it just didn't really fit. It was a bit too vibrant for everything else, so it definitely stood out. And you'll see in the completed illustration at the end, when you see the slowdown, that I did fix it But all I did was I took a bit of water and brushed it on, and then lifted some of the pigment for the color, and just kind of did that until I was happy with how it looked. And it definitely transitions a lot better now with the way the rest of it is. And I think the thing that I really kind of stuck with moving forward, or with this mermaid in general, was building the layers. And I actually had a hiccup that I went to start recording, and what it was I had dipped my brush in purple, and as I went to lay the color, the brush actually fell out of my hand and right onto her face and right next to the seahorse to the left of her. And I was so devastated. And I stopped recording. I didn't actually put this in, but I mean, I just couldn't. And but I stopped recording and I lifted it, and thankfully it worked, and it wasn't in a place that I couldn't fix. But holy jeez, I was like, no, like, but it all came together in the end, and thankfully it did, because if that would have been marker, there would be no way I would have been able to fix it. Because the coloring was literally right underneath her eye, and it was the purple that is into her hair, like that really vibrant dark purple, and it was right underneath her eye and on her nose, and then right next to the seahorse. And thankfully in the end, like, you can't even tell, I couldn't even tell looking at it, but oh yeah, it definitely happened, and it was one of those devastating moments. But sometimes it happens, and you gotta think quick and do what you can to fix it. And sometimes you can't fix it, but I made it work. So thankfully, it did work and got all fixed, and it came out really nice. And so you can see now in the recording that I have that really vibrant blue on that seahorse, and just seeing it next to like how her color is now, you can probably see a lot more as to what I mean with, like, it is too blue in comparison. But I think my favorite part about this is that it's just everything that I've kind of been working on, I've been trying to implement more and more as I go, and it's showing more and more. And that's something that, you kind of got to take a step back and appreciate as you, the artist, that even though you might not see it right away, you are growing as you are creating, and it might not come to light until you do something that you put a bit more time into, or a bit more effort, or is a bit more out of your comfort zone, and you have fun with it. And I definitely had fun with this. Like I've said in past videos, I've really enjoyed learning and working with watercolors and finding different ways to lay it and lift it and create, even just backgrounds. I've never really been one to do a lot of anything in the background, to be honest. So laying like this really nice purple, cloudy, kind of muddy, or not muddy, but just lightly lifted and textured, that's the term I was going for, background, was really nice. And I laid down gouache, and the gouache, like when I lifted it, made it look more like bubbles. So it was a lot of fun. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you had a good time, and I will see you in the next video.